this is, I guess, I think I was saying day 1, day 2 of Garfield, so technically that's not correct, but it's technically, I think, night number 3, day 2, but in my video diary I've been calling this day 3, so, whoops, hi! So it's maybe going on 4 in the morning. I've had insomnia and I want to go to sleep soon. I hope I could. I think I just get insomnia. Bless you, bless you, bless you. We think that's because he's an exotic. That's what we're hoping. The rescuer, bless you. Thank you. The rescuer had him on antibiotics. We didn't think he needed it because exotics sneeze and stuff. He doesn't sneeze like this before, so okay, maybe I'll just keep this out of his way. Anyway, so let's see what we did yesterday. We gave the boy a bath, and what they say about giving a cat a bath, it does not apply to Chester, but it kind of applied to this guy. I think he was just scared. I don't know that he's ever had a bath before. He was shaking, and it may have been part of it cold, or at least at the beginning, but we think he was maybe shaking because he was afraid. And of course I was afraid, luckily. My husband kind of is much better than this. So we had to get a lot of the dirt off, so I went to this old school hardware store on 6th Avenue between 24th and 23rd, and I want to give them a plug. It looks like it's been there since the 50s. They had what I needed. It's called Fast Orange, and I guess if you work on your car, it's what you use to wash the grease off. So I want to show you his coat. When we were blow drying his hair, oh my god, he just has this stunning orange coat. And you can see the white. He kind of has a white on either side in the bottom. And then he has this nice, this nice lace, as my family likes to call it. We named the cat named Lacey because he has that around her neck. So he's that there. He just has this really interesting pattern. We weren't able to remove the dirt really from his nose, on top of his nose, below his eyes, and right below his ears, on his forehead, and we didn't get it all off on his tail, so we need to do more investigating. I think, technically we would have liked to have given him a second bath. So what you do is you put the goop on this Fast Orange on a dry cat, and you massage it in, you leave it there for a little bit, and then you wash it off. And then we gave him the nice Jereb, I don't know, it's their blue shampoo. It's for white cats, and we usually like to, for Chester, we just bought that, and then we like to finish Chester off with the mink oil shampoo, which is yellow, and it just has some conditioning stuff. But this cat was not ready for shampoo number 2. He doesn't smell. Oh my god, he had that horrible smell. And I'm not sure who pointed this out to me, but either someone at work or Andy said, imagine how it must have felt on him. I mean, it skeeved me out. It just felt like you would pick him up or something, he'd rub against you, and you just felt like, I don't know, it just felt like I don't know, the way, maybe if you roll around, in soil or something, gritty. It was like a smooth grittiness, and it was just dirty, and just imagine it on this poor cat. So, the tail update. He has this longer than Chester tail, and so we were not able to get all the dirt off of the base. So we're thinking maybe of using a dandruff shampoo for people. They say you can use that, but we're getting there. And we used the eye envy on his face to try to remove the dirt, but that's not working. So we need to investigate more. I was going to play with him, but he sneezed and now he's eating, so you may not see his face, but it's just these colors that are just beautiful. It's like, I just felt like, I don't know, it can get overly dramatic, but I just felt like, we were kind of giving him a new, one second, he's putting his paw up, he wants to play now. I just feel like, we're giving him a new lease on life, this cat, just neglected. Now he's clean. But he's bony, he's underweight. I think the rescuer said that, like, he gained maybe a pound or something in her care, but this cat was underfed. So it's really sad. Like, it's not like he's to the point where, you know, bones are sticking. I mean, that would be, I think, severe neglect, but still, it's just horrible. And I'm just having a hard time dealing with all this. I think Andy's okay with it. I'm the more emotional person, so I'm just not the type of person who could, you know, I watch Hoarders, and I watch, like, Animal Cops. I mean, some people deliberately do it. I think some people just don't know how, or they were never taught, and I want to believe that that's the case with this cat. And he's obviously not scarred. Andy was just, like, playing off a storm with him last night. Oh, you can see his face now. He's having a lot of fun. He was sitting in his lap. He's like a lap cat. Which is amazing. Okay, that chewing thing from the video yesterday, I just don't want him to have this. I don't know that he's swallowing things. That might be part of his exotic feature. You know, he doesn't tear the way Chester does, but he tears in a different way. But Chester, like, clears his throat kind of like an elderly gentleman. This guy does not do that, but maybe kind of that chewing is how he tries to get rid of the stuff in the back of his throat. I don't know. I'm just observing this and just recording it just so maybe we can learn and stuff. So that's the sock, has Chester's scent on it, and I put one there outside for Chester to smell, and we saw this on Must Love Cats. Like, we taped it and finally watched it, and it was kind of apropos because a cat behavior is said to do that. The good thing about exotics, though, is it doesn't take 2 months for an adjustment period. I mean, we hope these guys will be meeting each other in a week's time. I mean, they are just the best cats ever. I don't think I could have done this if it wasn't for their behavior. I just don't have the patience. Let's see, what else? Chester. Chester is not being overlooked. I actually, when I've tried to go back to bed, I went into his room, and we call his room. There's a futon there, and I actually like that room because it's, we live in the city, and it's, for some reason, it's just not as noisy. And I also like it because Chester will sleep with you if it's one person. My friend who was cat sitting discovered that for us. He really, like, sometimes he'll come in, like when it, if it's the weekend, he'll come into bed with us. But, you can really get an audience with Chester if you're by yourself. Let's see what else. So yeah, so he was purring, giving him lots of love. He's really cool about this whole thing. And Andy was playing with him too last night, which I appreciated. Let's see what else. I don't know. I could probably say more, but this has been 8 minutes. But I just want everyone to know he is really happy. This the next step of the hopefully, socialization process is this sock. So I hope Chester doesn't attack the sock and pee on it and stuff. This guy doesn't seem to mind the sock.